And the rest of tonight for whatever feels right. We're doing it our way.
I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, we have two middle linebackers who are counted on to be leaders on defense. It's Derek Johnson going up against Brian Cushing. With that, we're off to NRG Stadium in Houston as we say hello to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas at NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, two AFC teams set to do battle as we've got a good one in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Houston Texans. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. They'll throw on first down with Osweiler. It's complete to Fuller. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller, and it's 3rd and short. Offensive starters here. Wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins, a talented wide receiver.
And he's still looking for that ultimate recognition. He wants to be mentioned with the best receivers in the game. His numbers suggest that we should do so.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Osweiler. Completion left side to Miller. Call it a gain of 3. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play.
It's caught inside the 25. A big hook up there. Osweiler to Hopkins. 45 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. From his goal line here, Smith. It's complete to Chris Conley. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And a look at this offensive unit now, and you see who we have highlighted, partner.
Jamal Charles, one of the most exciting, productive running backs in the NFL.
On second down, Jamal Charles. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. And a look now at the defense for Houston.
When I watch Brian Cushing play, sometimes I feel like he's playing in the wrong era.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. John Simon in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. So here's Dustin Colquitt now to punt this away for the Chiefs. And he'll take it just outside the 40. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. So we'll get another look at the Texans on offense. I mentioned it earlier, 3-2 on this young season. Those 2 losses, though, big margins, 31-13 against the Vikings, and then way back against the Patriots, 27-0.
And I think what you just noted there, the big margins, that's the cause for concern for Texans fans, because they want to be competitive. If you lose to New England or Minnesota, that's not such a big deal. But to get blown out by both of them, that raises some eyebrows.
Yeah, and the wins coming over the Bears, the Chiefs, and the Titans. Again on 2nd and 10 now. It's Osweiler going for the deep ball. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. Caught, Kelsey, left side. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Now Smith. And incomplete here on 3rd down. Travis Kelsey, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and it's 4th down.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Braxton Miller from 17 yards out. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Novak out now to kick this one away. On the return, it's Niall Davis. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. Here's Smith. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And there's a completion to Travis Kelsey. I think he's starting to come into his own as a tight end and as a player, and that makes his quarterback, Alex Smith, really happy.
They run. Charles. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Again, it's Charles. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2. Third down now following the run. From the 50, it's Smith. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be fourth down.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
They come out here in the eye. Smith keeps it on the sneak. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
We often hear analysts talk about a quarterback's wingspan, almost like a forward in basketball. But here's where it pays to have a long reach. They find a slight opening and are able to stick the ball forward to pick up first downs.
They'll come out in the pistol. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. After the run, Smith going to throw. Screen pass to Charles. No gain, and it's second down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
And Conley's got it over the middle. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now it's the Princeton man. This is Spencer Ware. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Really good, solid run right there, and they did it from a 4-wide receiver set. And if you're an offensive coordinator, they used to tell people, hey, we're going to throw the football. Now they use 4 receivers on the field to spread things out, give them more running lanes and more options, and also it usually takes the bigger defenders off the field, makes the defense lighter and easier to run against.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On first down, it's Smith. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to get it off to Jamal Charles there. That'll bring up second down. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Back to the air. Smith on second down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Returnable here for Davis. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Smith on first down. trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Here's Osweiler. Wide open receiver complete. And Hopkins, a Pro Bowler from a year ago, found the end zone in Week 5, 56 yards receiving.
You know, in 2015, he had to adjust to 4 different quarterbacks, taking snaps for Houston. Now he has Brock Osweiler. They're still trying to get their connection down pat, but he still knows how to find the end zone.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the sackmaster, Justin Houston, who comes up with it. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. On 2nd and 10, Smith. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They are going for it. It's Smith. Wilson snags it left side. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. That one good for 10 yards. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. It's Hill. Complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Back to throw, Smith. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. D'Anthony Thomas, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Third and long, it's Smith. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They keep it with Miller on first down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Allen Bailey in on the stop. Offense looking to avoid a third and long. It's 2nd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And
he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. Osweiler, and unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
You know what I found myself wondering last night?
What's that?
How did Tom Brady stay so sharp in these last 4 weeks? What do you think he did?
Well, he had ex-teammates that I know that he met up with and worked out and threw passes to. I know that his beautiful bride said, don't worry about it. She's caught some passes for him in the backyard to keep him ready to go. And obviously he stays with it mentally. I mean, Tom Brady's not going to miss a trick. This guy loves to play, and he was really missing the game.
Throwing passes to his wife, whatever it takes, it worked. Over 400 yards in his return. John Simon in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Here's Smith. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 17 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
Smith. He's got time in the pocket, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. When they had one, they were just unable to complete the pass.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Throwing on third down, Smith. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that third down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
Third time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on third, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the... And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. DeAnthony Thomas, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. Here's Smith looking to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And all the Chiefs have it. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influences going into the head coach's ear.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
While there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game. While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Back now at the home of Super Bowl 51, NRG Stadium in Houston. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Christian Covington. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. On second down, here's Smith. It's Hill, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
He's got time. He's going to air one out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it. Now the ball's out. Osweiler lost it. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And 1st and goal is what it will be at the 6-yard line. Excellent field position. And now here comes Kansas City. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brian Cushing in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Smith. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Completed pass, brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin fourth quarter, you're going. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. And now out comes Houston. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And there's so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Now a run. This is Alfred Blue. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Here's Shane Leckler now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Here's Shane Leckler now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. On 1st and 10, Smith finding time. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football. But today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
Back to throw, Smith. And this is caught. Jeremy Maclin. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Quentin Demps. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now out comes Houston. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
well.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Oh, Osweiler going to throw it. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
On 3rd down, Osweiler. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's got...
Ladies and gentlemen, we got the Knox in the house, right? And I go by the name of Wyclef. I bought the band. And we need all the ladies to report on the dance floor. And you know my slogan, no fighting in the hall.
Popping nugget when I met you, shorty had the long extension. Told her I'm a Batman, but I only got the best intentions. Tougher, not a bluffer. I want you to be my lead, don't have to take it undercover. Just on the bells are ringing.